Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and for the new subscribers, I'm very glad you found my channel and are joining us. My name is Yvonne. In today's video I want to make another 2 pages in my patchwork journal I bought from Paper Daisy Journals, and I selected some items that I want to use, some wallpapers, and this is plastic, normal plastic, and I embossed it. Junk Journal Joy does that often, and she has a video on how she does that. And I think I want to use this, or maybe this, but I think I just want to try this in my journal. This is new wallpaper, and these are this is old and this is real vintage because I never saw it before, and it's very thin and fragile, but I have to see when some things are ready which one I like best. I'm going to start with this page and the collage strip. I will link the video down below. I saw Yvonne Preston, and she saw the collage strips from Tim Holtz, and she thought, well, we can make that on our own also, and then you can adjust them for your journal, for the papers you're using, or just make a bunch as mass making. So I cut a strip of a bit sturdier book page. It's about 2 inches or 5 centimeters, because that's I'm going to put this to the side. I like that width on, it's going on this page. This is the journal, my patchwork journal for the new subscribers, and I made some pages in here already, and those I also filmed, so if you're interested, just look up in the playlist and you'll find these. So this will be here. I cut it to size. I'm going to put this in between for later, then I can see where the page ends. I have a little, just a sliver room. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this to the side also, and I'm going to glue my pieces on there. I always have to prepare it. Yvonne just had a bunch of little pieces on her desk, and she was just gluing, and that's something that completely doesn't work for me, unfortunately, and yeah, it is the way it is. I think I'm going to start with this one, my favorite paper of Ruby and Pearl. Yeah, I can do it like that on my glue stick. I have to see how I'm going to position it. I don't know exactly if I want the borders of this these little items. These are chapter 1, but I will link all the designers down below. That and that one I want over that. I have to see how wide everything can be. I want to end with this. And then music paper. I'm going to stick that down, every piece that's, and Yvonne just had a length, yeah, not specific for a journal, but yeah, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I know it will bother me later if I have to cut into an image, or I have to how do I want to say that? It doesn't really want to shift anymore. It was probably easier if I just stuck it all over it. If you have to cut a piece off and it's, yeah, it makes the collage out of balance or something, but that's just my thing. So I would rather make them. That's why I normally don't mass make, because yeah, then I think I would want it differently. Let's see, or this. She wasn't overlapping, but because I have some images, yeah, I can cut them off or I can overlap. So yeah, I don't see the harm in overlapping, because it's all digital paper, so it's not thick. That's right. I want that on here a bit. Oh, I'm missing something. Where is it? Ah, ooh, it's curled up. Now I have these the same width, and it's something I don't really like. So I think I'll leave this the way it is. You see, there I go. Doubting it. Oh my god. I want them a bit differently in width. I think I'll put that here. I hope you're all well, not sick or any strange things we don't want. Here it's real rainy the last days, so not much fun, the weather, but ideal for crafting. And I'm working on an ephemera holder and embossing things and sorting out things. So all kinds of things that also have to be done, but mostly you don't take the time for. Let's see, because I have to cut these. It's a bit straight. Let's see. If you have images that fit, or I wanted that. Ooh. Yeah, I want that here. Just overlapping a bit. And I think I'm going to lose that, so I have much of the flowers. So I think I'll put the glue. Oh, everything's sticky. But if you were able to just stick the things down, well, this is an ideal project to get rid of scraps and yeah, mass make. But yeah, I also don't always use the same style or things, so I think I would rather have things matching my project, but yeah, it doesn't have to. My card. I don't know if there's enough glue here. No. Some more. This is the, I think, I don't know exactly. Ah, no. It's not a specialty absent paper. And sometimes I have the feeling that the white is so thin that it's shining through. Oh, this is not sticking at all. That is strange. Ooh. And now a lot of glue. She was putting it down, boop, boop, boop. Oh, sometimes I can be so a bit jealous that I find that so hard. But that can't be helped. It's just the way I am. If I put this here, or the green on top, no, here. And hopefully that would be enough. Yeah. So cut some off because it's too much anyway. So now I can put glue all over this piece. In frame. I hope my head is not on the camera again. It really annoys me. And it happens a lot. The pink flowers exactly on there. And you can use anything with dates, with numbers. Yvonne used tickets, but I'm not, yeah, I hardly ever use tickets, but it looked very nice all together. It depends also on the images you want to use. And I saw in the real collage strips from Tim Holtz that he used a lot of designs all together. So it doesn't have to be one image. It can all be different designs. That normally are in a kit. And you don't really have to have a focal point. That's what I mean. And sometimes it can be easier if I want that stripe. Oh, I want I don't know what it's called. This thing from the music sheet. I want to use that. Yeah, I'm going to keep this the stripe, the underlining. Blah. Never liked the glue, the glue stick. Oh, I hope that it's not showing when I stick this down, because it's a little, a little folded. Yeah, not really folded. It crumbled a bit when I put it to the side. Yeah, this was exactly the size, so it should be okay. I'm going to let that dry, and later we'll cut everything off, and then I'm going to audition some vintage stamps, or real old stamps, over there. On top of that, because I really like that effect that you can see a real, that you can see a real stamp. I'm going to put that upside down and let it dry. And that I'm going to let dry also, because I have another one. Then, oh, I think I can explain this better. This I saw from Cara Renee from Reborn, Be Reborn Art and Healing. and she made this origami envelope. This is just because I didn't stick anything down yet, and you have to stick it down because otherwise it flaps open. It doesn't stay. And you can use digitals, book pages, whatever you want. If you use a digital, of course, and it matches a bit, then you don't have to decorate, because this is already very beautiful. I wouldn't do anything to it, just a Velcro dot, because I tried and I succeeded. I wanted the bird to show. If you open the envelope, you will see the complete bird, but here is a little, the bird is peeking out. And if I would, what I really like, if you want a die cut and you put it like this for the flap to get into, then you're covering up a bit of the bird, and I didn't want that, because this could be, but it's very small. I want that for some other project. But I made, while I was looking at Cara Renee's video, I have to watch this because I want it this way. I made a template. That's something I told you last time. I have a complete folder with all kinds of these things, just exactly the way they were made, so I can easily see like that. And then if you have these folds, you fold them in, and this, but we're going to fold that one. But I like to keep an example like this, because now I can really see how it's folded, how it's done. And if I'm going to decorate it, sometimes you can't see how you did it. And I always put on there from who I saw it and the date of the video, and all kinds of extra information. So we're going, but she saw it from somebody else. I will link that video also, so you can check them out both if you want, because it's not my idea, it's not Cara Renee's idea, and she credited the creator she saw it from. So I'm going to do the same. I really like that. In a way, I like this here, but I want to make another one, and I want to see when the collage strip is on the page which one I like best. So that's why I'm making another one, and then I can show you. I wanted to try this one. I really wanted to try if I could get I wanted the bird on the flap, but I didn't. That didn't work. Sometimes we can't have everything. You put a mark in the middle, and this is the digital I'm using. It's wallpaper, I think from Gina Makes It, but I will link it down below. And then, because I have this, I'm putting it underneath. I printed double-sided because I always want something nice on the inside. And this will be the flap. So I'm auditioning. Do I want this as a flap, or do I want to see this? And because this is going up, I did the same. Do I like that? And this there. Or do I like it better this way? This is the top. And then I see this. If I turn it, this will be the back, and that's also very beautiful. That's another advantage of having a template like that, because you can really see how the digital will look on if you made it. And let's see where the line is. My hand in the way. And and for a later reference, I don't really need a decorated example. That's why I don't decorate them. I use the scrap digitals we have, things we once printed, or invoices we once printed or get. I'm going to line that up so it's straight, and if everything goes well, that will make my point neatly. And you can really fiddle with this point, but although I'm a perfectionist, you won't see it. So then I thought I'm not going to bother to make it as perfect as I can, because it will be folded like you see here. Oop, it will be folded in, so it's not that that visible. This you won't see either, but I'm going to erase it anyway. So sometimes my perfectionism is there and sometimes it's not. That. And because I'm organizing things and doing things differently, I still didn't do anything for a new journal or something. I think this is almost a square. Not exactly, but almost. And how higher you fold it, the more it gets a rectangle. And I mind if I use a digital or a book page that has a beautiful design. You can watch, what do I see here? Is that something nice I see? And is this nice, what's left over? So I'm going to make it a bit more a rectangle. You put a point on your fold line and fold and score. Now here you can fold it in, but you can make, if you want to be sure it fits, you can put pencil marks, fold it, and then fold it inside. Now I have a bigger point inside to glue later. I didn't glue this because I wanted to show you. Also printed on two sides. A beautiful digital from Kelly's Crafts. I'll also link it. Beautiful design. And this one we're going to glue. Maybe this one, but it's not really necessary. Let's score a bit more so it's real burnished real well. And now this, and it's just a fold we are going to make. It's not going to stay that way. Butt it up against this. And this is, I don't know in pounds, but 102 GSM paper. If I had to guess what's on the box, 25 pounds, but I'm not sure. So it's a bit thicker than normal copy paper, but because it's Epson specialty, kind of a photo paper for printing images on, it's a bit, it feels a bit sturdier than copy paper, although it's not much thicker. Fold line can go. This I have to ink just a bit. You don't have to, of course, but I like it just a bit. And the sides, you'll hardly see it, but I just want a bit. But you don't have to. This, if you may open it, it will be like this. And if you have a crisp fold, you can easily fold it in. Put your finger, your nail in the valley, and push it. So that's already, I don't think it's going to be super rectangular. Now this is something you can also decide on your own. I don't want to see this, so this is not something we're going to do, that it leaves a gap there. That's not nice. So anything over that is fine. And then, yeah, it can be almost a square, or you're going to fold it a bit lower. And I think I'm going to do that just a bit lower. Let's see if I know I can use that line as a middle. Ink this a bit, because I inked those edges. Otherwise it's a bit strange if there are edges that aren't inked and edges that are. It's giving away, it's already breaking. So it's more rectangular, but you can even make it a little bit lower. That. You can see it here, the difference, and the papers were almost the same, about 8 by 8, not completely. But, and those are the envelopes. I'm going to stick it down. I was thinking you can stick only this. Oh. Fiddly. Let's see if it wants to stay, then I can show you what I mean. If you just put glue on the triangle, I have another strip, you could make a little tag that goes strange. This side is difficult, more difficult. It was with that also. No, I'm getting stuck here completely. This one wanted to do that better. I don't know why. No, of course not, because now I'm on camera. Now it's not going. No, it doesn't want to. No. When I tried this before I started filming, it would go, and then you could put a tag or something in here if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to glue it, because now it proved that that will be difficult. I'm going to put glue on this triangle, because that's going inside, but I'm also going to put glue, put that to the side, on this side, so that is stuck down. You could also, if you want to leave this more open, you can also put glue here, so that will stick to that, and that will hold it also. But I'm now doing it the way both creators, because I saw both videos, did it. So put this first. Because if you glue it in the middle, this would be a little tuck spot. You could use that as a little tuck spot. And now this, I have some glue here. That's not what I want. From the triangle. Very beautiful. I'm going to fold this over just to ink it a bit. But yeah, if you follow me longer, you know I like to ink. It's not a necessity. And Cara Renee cut these triangles out. I like them. Now it looks a bit like a box envelope, and that's something I really like. And it holds a lot. Yes, really cute. Let's see if I have a label that looks nice on here. Here the blue is a bit more outstanding. So, doesn't really pop. What does this say? December. I think it needs a bit of color. Let's see what I have made up. I put them here. Maybe some of this. Let's see how it looks with this one. It doesn't want to come out. I think I have to back it because it's also the normal thin paper. Doesn't stand out that much. Also, maybe this pink one, like a number or something. So I'm going to cut out this one. And let's see if I like that. And if I'm in frame. A bit of the white off because I want to back it. Yes, like that, much better. Is it big enough? Yes, I can glue them only here. So I'm going to put them on a bit of, oh, I can use book page. Have enough of that. Let's see, the white ones I always like to use. And I thought I had another book page. This is not very sturdy. That one I want to use. Oh, here. I have two gutted books near me. These pages are a bit thinner, and this is very a bit thicker, and I really like that as a base. So, sticking this onto this. If you want to share, I would love what you're making. I've been making some ephemera. Always handy. But I want to start a new journal again. Let's see, do I want anything else on here? I always like to leave the paper the way it is. Always have a hard time covering up a digital. Maybe a little butterfly. But I think I'll do that later. I'm going to leave this to dry. Also, I'm going to look at the pocket. The pocket here. Close my glues because otherwise I won't get anything out of them anymore. This to the side. Let's clean up a bit. I have some room. Yes, this one. And I like it because this is my personal journal, and then I can see, later I can see, all kinds of ideas I used or what I liked. That's why I like the plastic. Normally I would never choose plastic, but the advantage of this, it's so clear that I want to put this in a pocket, but if I do it in a normal pocket, you won't see anything of the little envelope, and that's something I don't like. And now it's not really visible, but if the light is okay, you can see the embossing of the plastic, and that's why I think I want to use that. This is something I was thinking about. Also, my favorite dotted fabric. That can be an option also, but I will use it more because now you can totally see the envelope also. No, I'm going for the plastic because I just want it in my journal. Then we have a straight line. Yeah, that's too bad. Make it really have to watch where the plastic is. Oh, I can better measure this, then I know 13.5. Okay, 13.5. This doesn't look straight. I'm going to use that mark then. Oh, I can put it because I have the feeling this is straight and that side isn't. It can be because I just cut a piece of plastic and started embossing. I didn't run it through my machine. How high do I want that? Because I want to see this. The flowers I really like. It doesn't have to be a very deep pocket. I think like that. How much is that? About 8. Little strip left. And I was thinking if I want some lace on there, but then I really have to, that would be, let's see if that's possible. I don't know if it really glues that well. I need it. Just something so I can see if that's something I like. I have to put something in between this because I'm not really seeing the end of the page, and the page is torn. That's okay. I'm just going to start my pocket a bit, oh yeah, just above it. It doesn't, I don't want it to stick out. Or is that a nice feature? On this side, no. And do I like something like this on here? No, it takes away from this. It's strange to leave it like that because I don't think you can ink it. Yeah, it's plastic. I need this later. Yeah, I'm going to use the art glitter glue. I have no idea what's best for plastic, but because it's embossed, I want wet glue and not double-sided tape, because I think the double-sided tape won't adhere enough because there are the valleys in the plastic. But maybe if someone has a tip and used this material before, please let me know. I'm always curious what works, because we can't know that all. Tissue, yes. Yeah, that's the advantage of the plastic. It's really see-through. I think this has to really be weighed down. Otherwise, I don't know if it will really. And now I forgot what I wanted to do. Let's see if I still can. I want to make. Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, this is pretty. No, I want to make a hole in here. I'm going to glue again, and then later I will put it under some heavy books because it needs more time. I'm going to put an eyelet in there. Am I still in frame? Yes. Because I want to make a little dangle, and I think this will be sturdy enough for an eyelet. Oh, not enough. I never really know how hard I have to push, but this is okay. Yeah, and then I can, oh no, it's a different drawer. In my makeup drawers I also have these little, what do you call it? Yeah, they're not really containers, but they're little packaging, and I put these in, and I have a little drawer with paper clips, all kinds of paper clips, and they go back in the storage. Ah, yeah, I do like it. I like the rose gold, so I think, yeah, but I can do that later, it doesn't matter. Put the glue on again. I think it will stick, but it needs time. Frame. Yesterday, my daughter and son-in-law celebrated that they know each other for 10 years. And then you really notice how time flies. You can really recall that they met and how everything evolved and yeah, became, because my son-in-law is Indonesian, he's from Lombok, and my daughter was there on an internship, and there she met him and they fell in love. And after the internship she came home because she had to do her exams. It was her final year, and I think, or her second last year. I'm not sure now, I'm doubting, but yeah, it doesn't matter. And so she came home to finish school, and they had a lot of contact, and Prema came that same year. He came with Christmas. We got lots of donations, very sweet. Everybody, yeah, was joining in. It was amazing, and it was his first time ever leaving Indonesia. And yeah, luckily they could see each other once a year for a couple of years. Yeah, so that it wasn't the last year of my daughter before graduating. And why does it look crooked? But it's transparent, so it's fine. Let's see, it's a bit of a mess now. That will be in there when it's dry enough. And in 2015, she finally decided to immigrate. They'd known each other for a couple of years, and they were still extremely in love. And she, immigrated to Lombok, and there they got 2 children eventually. And in 2021, they yeah, a bit earlier they decided, yeah, we're going to move to the Netherlands because there was so much so many things that happened in Lombok and yeah, Indonesia. And for the future of the children, they thought it was better to come to the Netherlands and give the children, yeah, more options. And my daughter wasn't allowed to work in Indonesia. The jobs are for the locals, a very good rule. And but if you want to work as a foreigner, you have to find a job that wants to pay your work permit, and that's so expensive that yeah, that wasn't possible, because where Prema lived, it wasn't not touristic at all. And that's yeah, hotels, big hotels are the only ones that can pay a permit, a work permit. Otherwise, it's yeah, not doable. So yeah, with pain in their heart, because my daughter really calls Lombok home also, luckily, and yeah, they came to the Netherlands, and all that is 10 years ago already. It goes so quickly. Let's see, is this the same color? Yes, I think, because that's something I also forget a lot to do. Let's see my pointy thing. I'm going to put brads in here, and then I'm going to stick it on there. And that's just for a nice effect. I'm going to do it on my mat next to me, because it's a bit older and I don't mind if there are holes in there. That. And yeah, of course, my son-in-law can work here, because we don't have any rules. If you're you get a permit that you can stay here, and yeah, he could, because of the children and because of his marriage, of course. So now they're both working. It's a lot better than just having one income. I have to cut one leg a bit shorter, because otherwise I don't think I can hide them. Maybe I can. I have to close this, because otherwise I'm losing everything. Put them back in the container. So I watched the grand, they wanted to go out for dinner. There's a, pretty near here, there's a Indonesian restaurant that people said that is very good. So they went there, and I watched the grandchildren. Let's see. Yeah. Like that. Now I hope that isn't too thick. I think I'll have to put something heavy on there also. And let's see if that works, because I really like it. How far can I glue? Just a bit. The rounding, and just a bit, so exactly on the legs of the brad. And hopefully it will stick. Otherwise I have to make a new envelope. I put a lot of glue on there, so it will be seeping out, but I can remove that. if necessary. I'm going to hold it for a minute. And in here will be my journaling, and maybe some, yeah, if I want to add a picture or something, because the envelope of course can hold a lot. And I can always use my personal journals also as a reference for what I want to make. I just have to go through my personal journals and I'll get a lot of ideas also. It looks, I don't know for sure, but that I damaged the digital here a bit, where the glue is seeping out. Sometimes I have that, then I rub it off and then I rub off the digital. But luckily it's just for me. So yeah, it works. But you can use a Velcro dot if you have those. Really like that. And then it goes in here. And I have these hearts that I embossed, and I want to make a hole in here also. Not too big. And then, that's something I was afraid of because of the embossing. It tears. Let's see if I can glue it a bit. It often happens if I want to, also if I want to tear something. It really tears much further than I would want. Maybe. Let's see if I have a little piece of lace I like. Then I can use a bit of pink. Do I have a little piece? Something like that. Let's see if I can roughen it up because it's very straight. If you go with your nails just around the edges, then it already does that a bit. Let's see, it's too long, so I want to cut a bit off. Yeah, where is the, yeah. Put this through the heart and through the lace into my pocket. This is a bit fiddly, of course, because I have the clips on there. And now it's just peeking out. Yeah, really like it. And then our collage strip. Cut this off. Oh, I'm cutting into the book page. Not a big problem. And then I just want to ink it a bit on the sides. So this can go. Oh, get my glue back, my pin in there. Just ink it a bit. And then let's see if the stamp looks nice. I really love this. Yeah, in a way we often made kind of collage strips because a snippet roll is kind of a collage also. But yeah, this looks a bit different. Really like it. Yeah, and then you can really adjust it just the way you want it with your papers. Let's see which stamp. I have a few I liked. This one, but I like the colors because it's also green. But it's a bit big. These ones, they are like this, but, and of course it will be, you can see if you really know, because you know it, you see a bit of this stamp, but I don't mind. That one or that one. Yeah, I like that one with the white. I'm going to do this. I like that. My glue stick. I really love using vintage stamps on everything. Especially, yeah, no, not on everything. Where there is a stamp, I like to replace it with a real one. But normally in my collages or yeah, whatever, I tend to forget them. And yeah, it in a way, normally I very quickly think, that's a bit grungy. And that's not my style. But yeah, you just have to put a stamp down and try it. Yeah. Why that is a bit more. I have the feeling I would want something here, but yeah, there is already. Do I want a number? Isn't it much? Again, a number. Something like that. Let's try it. Just a random number. Lose the white edges. Yeah, kind of like it. I'm going to do that. I didn't want something blue. Nope. This old pink I really like also. No, I'm going to use 6. Oh, that's not good. Because then eventually the little hole will tear. Put some glue on here. And then I can attach the belly band. And of course you can use it, it's so small. No. Of course you can use it on the side, but I do that a lot, so I thought I'm going to use it here as a belly band. Here I could have used double-sided tape. I really like that to use it up a bit. I really have to strain my fingers to get glue out. I can't help myself, I have to put it a bit in the middle. And sometimes the eye is different. Let's see. And now I can put journaling underneath here, and that's why I was thinking if I like this. No, I don't like that. Or this one. That could be, or this blue one. And I think I like the blue one. So I'm going to make, but I'm going to do that off camera because it's just, or maybe I'll do it in the next session of making ephemera. I'm going to make a tag or a journal card. I really like this. A journal card, and then I could do my journaling on the back, and I can put journaling in the pocket. I think I'll use that. I really like that. But then I have to think what I want to make. Put everything a bit to the side, and then let's see how the pages turned out. I have to glue this one, and it will be on another page or in a journal, a different journal. Yes, really like it. Soft colors. This matches the blue and the pink. Yeah, really like it. For the end of the video, I can put them on later because it looks more nice and I have to make photos. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. If you like this video, I would love for you to subscribe, give a like or give a comment because I would love to hear from you. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.